Welcome back, guys, and we're here with our final day with this wolf stack, and hopefully we can end things off pretty well. Look, I probably won't, but hey, this hand is very slow, so nope. This hand is also very slow. Do I go down? I think I have to go down. I'm sorry. Okay, I shouldn't have went down. This is honestly gonna have to do. It's even worse than the other hands. But I mean, oh god, we're playing goblins as well. This is over. Let's see what we can pull out. That's not a bad draw, to be honest. Kind of need to just get to 4 mana and hope he doesn't have any shocks in hand. If I can Hunter's Prowess my Paragon, I might be able to dig myself out of this. But quest, I didn't expect to see a quest with a Gruul Gate, I'm not gonna lie. So that's, I mean, we're getting there. If he's gonna be slow, I might stand a chance. Because you could have Demolish or Naturalize for this, but not too many people run them, so I'm not too worried. Well, there's the goblins I expected to see about 2 turns ago. And he's getting two counters on that thing, which is going to be a problem if he ever activates it. Which is looking likely because my hand is really slow. We'll see what he does. Young Wolf is I think I have to drop Young Wolf over Triumph. Yeah, I mean, drawing the extra card a turn is nice, but keeping him back is always pretty good. First I'll get a 2-2 out of the deal and then I can Triumph next turn. It's very likely he's going to drop a 2-power creature here. Minimum, really. And then let's see if he's brave enough to swing in. He is. So I will block and get a 2-2 out the deal. And then, I mean, I think that's advantage me. Volcanic Geyser kill my creature. That's just something he doesn't have a Paragon now, so I'll absolutely take that trade. And if he used Volcanic Geyser and not Shock, it leads me to believe he doesn't have a Shock, because Volcanic Geyser is a weird card in his deck, personally. It's like a Goblin deck, but it's got like Burn as well. I don't know. It's an unusual deck. I will not block here. I wasn't going to block even if he did swing it. Okay. Visionary can come out. Hopefully draw me a land and they can Cultivate or Triumph in the same turn. We'll see, we'll see. I did see the land, so I think I'm going to Triumph here. Now I will... Do I swing or do I sit back? I think I swing here. He would have attacked if he had something. And he doesn't, that's good. So we've kind of stabilized. I thought we'd lost instantly as soon as I saw the quest out. I mean, we're not safe yet. We're not home run, especially with that card. That's not something I wanted to see. But I can Hunter's Prowess if I draw the land. Well, I've already got 5 lands, so well, I can still Hunter's Prowess. That must have been a top deck for him. I think it was. He's down to 1 card. That's kind of unfortunate. I'm going to keep this because now I need to Hunter's Prowess next turn and draw a lot of cards. It's kind of my only way out of this. Didn't really want to see a land. I suppose it means if I draw a Fog, that's pretty good. Or another Young Wolf. So I'm going to draw a minimum of 2 cards, and that would require a double block. So I'm pretty happy with this. Completely regrips my hand. So I'm drawing 3 cards. I'm going to take that. And kill one of his tokens. And 3 lands out the way. Jesus Christ, I'm glad I got that out the way. So that's 5 lands I've drawn in a row now. So kind of glad to get that flood out the way. Just wish I was drawn off Triumph of Ferocity. But I mean, you can't you can't always draw 6 lands in a row. Wow. I'm gonna have to sit black and block here. That's ridiculous. Look at my hand. I run 24 lands. I mean, it's not like... So how many have I got? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 lands in 17 cards. That's just an absolute joke. He didn't swing in, which is unusual. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow. That's all I'm going to say about this. If I had 100 prowess, I'd be drawing lands for about 400. That's not what I wanted to see. I need a big creature. I mean, I've got loads in my deck. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any yet. But I'm in really big trouble. He's already on 4 goblins now. Next turn he's going to get +2/+2 on everyone. So I mean, there's no point really blocking here in case I draw massive pump. Primal Bellow is that massive pump. I kind of need to just sit back and I mean, I'm not gonna. This turn I'm going to Fog because all these creatures are gonna be massive. If he decides to swing in, and then the turn after I'll be able to hit him for 12. If I draw any other pump, I win. That was such a good top deck for him though. The Goblin Rabblemaster and the Ground Assault. I mean, you play for luck. You don't ask for it. Okay. Now he clicked Primal Bellow there. That would have been so annoyed. And that's pretty much my last turn. If I draw a land here, I'm going to smash my face off the keyboard. 13 lands in 20 cards. Can I even survive if I... So he'll come in with 3, 6... I have to block this guy, so I'd come in with 3, 6, 9, 12. If he swung all out, he'd kill me. And I could hit him for 12. So I mean, there's really no point. I mean, I could draw Vengevine. That would be able to kill him on the swing back. Yeah, I need to just chump this guy and hope that's enough. This land flood is ridiculous. This is probably one of the worst I've ever seen. And he's won now, because does that give haste? No, it doesn't give haste the quest. Okay, so 11, 12, 13. It's like, I don't know. There's nothing I could have really done. Graveyard, I mean, I had card draw, just... Yep. He should have came with the Young Pyromancer. And, yep, gonna have to block that. I could kill it, but there's really no point. I need to save this for a kill spell. Can I do maths? Good. I'm down to 2. Prey Pawn, yeah, that's so useful. Wow, just wow. I don't know. You have games when you get lands. I mean, this is probably one of the worst ones I've seen. I only cultivated once, and I drew like... Was it 4 cards from the Hunter's Prowess? I mean, +1 from the Visionary. Yeah, just... Not much you can do in a game like that. I don't think that guy's deck... No offense to him, but I don't think that guy's deck was particularly good. He had Quest and then like a Goblin's deck. But I don't even think I saw any green. So I don't really know what green was doing in there. Maybe he's got some buff spells. I don't know. But that's definitely not how we want to end this Wolf deck on. It deserves better than that. The Triumph was pretty useless that game, so I mean, it's kind of a 50-50 card in this deck. If I'd had a 2/2 out, it would have saved me. It's a really good card when you're either drawn with the opponent or you are beating your opponent. And then if you're losing, it's just a dead draw. That was just a make. I think my opponent stole all my luck there with his Ground Assault top deck and Rabblemaster top deck. I mean, it's not his fault. I can't get angry at my opponent. He didn't ask to draw them. He wanted to draw them, but let's put that game behind us and try and avoid the mana flood. Yeah, so I drew 14 lands last game and I've got 1 in this hand. That's cool. 2 in this. No, you see, you can't keep this. You can keep this though. I mean, it's gonna have to do. At least I've got 2 playables in hand and 3 lands. This guy's running 60 cards as well. See what he drops. Land, yeah, he's playing green as well. I mean, I'm not sure if that's advantage me or him at this point. Another prayer pawn, which is not what I wanted to see. The draws are just not being favourable to me today. I hope this guy fogs. I generally had a guy do that to me once. He like he didn't drop anything till turn 3, and then I swung in, and then he dropped 3 fogs and then rage quit. It made me laugh. So he's playing Simic so far, which is interesting. Don't see too many Simic decks. Well, the Paragon's good if I can draw that 4th land, because in his colours you can only really counter it or prey upon. So I mean we're just hunting for lands this time. Well, the time before we were trying to find anything but land. This guy's slow as well. He does have a counter open now though. Cultivate. He probably won't counter cultivate, but I mean I have to go for it. You could negate it. I think dissolving a cultivate's not good, but negating it is fair enough. And he might, yeah, good. I'm just so happy you let that go through. Okay. So I'm on 5 lands, so pretty much solid on the mana department, and hopefully this guy taps out for something. And Paragon comes down, I can prey upon the same turn as well, which is fantastic. Yep, that's really good. This is going to be a good turn for me. Because Paragon comes down, prey upon, kills Phantasmal Dragon, because any spell that targets it. And so this is a strong turn for me. Don't even lose my creature here. There we go, he kills himself. And now I can swing in for 2. And I've got a Howlgeist to come down next turn, if he has anything to deal with this. I'm not going to play Howlgeist into counter mana, because I've got a decent board at minute. 4 damage a turn means he has to deal with it. So that means he will have to tap down. Which means I don't need to play Howlgeist into Oblivion. Well, Pack Leader is not wanted to see, but yet again if I draw a land I can Howlgeist and prey upon and get my Undying off. So that worked out the way I wanted it to. So this is the play. This is why Undying is really good on this card. So I'll kill his Howlgeist. I mean, yeah, he didn't like that. So I mean, the prey upon did come in handy this game. I was still a bit angry. if a card isn't immediately good after a land flood like that, I get pretty upset. But I mean, he's definitely not done. 4 cards in hand, he's only down to 11. Granted, if he doesn't have anything, he's on a 1-turn clock, basically. And it looks like he has a Species Gorger, which is really frustrating because it can get around Hellgeist. But he just has to bounce it next turn, so I'm not too upset. I'll just wait till he just has to keep playing that, and then I mean I swing in, I hit him for what? 4? And kill his creature? Do I keep applying pressure here? That's the thing. I don't think I do. I think I sit back. I mean, this is probably a misplay. I'm giving him time to draw something, but he just has to bounce it straight in his hand, then he just play it straight again, probably. He needs someone with 6 power. And Pelican Worm here would suck. Don't be Pelican Worm. Yep, he's kind of stuck here, so I almost think I go for the trade. Fog, it's not what I wanted to see. I'm just gonna start. I mean, if I lose Howlgeist, I lose Howlgeist. I mean, I definitely lose Howlgeist here. But I need to keep applying pressure, because if he's got worms or something, then I am in trouble. Even Howlgeist would be nice. If he drops something big here, I'll be very upset. Well, that's frustrating. I can keep swinging in with my okay, never mind. He was storm creatures, but I guess that makes sense. Another minor land flood here. If I swing with my 2/2, absolutely nothing happens really. I'm gonna have to do it anyway, because the only thing he's got to handle it would he's letting it through, which I'm absolutely fine with. The only thing he's got to handle would be bounce, which obviously gets around Undying, and prey upon, which does not get around Undying. And this guy has got all the cards. Why do computers top deck everything they need? Although that wasn't particularly okay. That's ridiculous. So so this computer has drawn like another Species Gorge. Okay, this is just bad luck Brian Day for me. That's unbelievable. I mean, I can't block this turn. That's so annoying. I mean, I could maybe I can trick the computer with fog, but I doubt. Okay, so 10 lands and 16 cards this time. I mean, that's not as bad. It's only another ridiculous land flood. Do I even attack in here? Because he'll just block with the 6/6, and then I think I do. I don't know. I'm trying to bait him into an all-out swing. He's letting it through, so I mean, maybe I'll beat him this way. So what? 10 cards and 10 lands and 16 cards. That's also a great land flood. And it's like people say like run less lands, but every time I try and run like 22 or 21 lands or even 23, I just have games where I just get stuck on 2 lands. Like even so in this game, I was stuck. If I hadn't drawn that cultivate, I was in deep trouble. Perfect. 4, 7, 4, 7, 12. 4, 7, yeah, that's 7, 12. I'll take this. I mean, I go down to 1, he doesn't have any instant burn. I can counter, so I'm down to 1. He doesn't, if I have any buff in my hand, okay. Wow. Just wow. I mean, there's a decent chance here, because I'll take him down to 1. Then if he swings all out here, then I can fog him, but that requires him to not draw any creatures. And he's just going to recast that, so yeah, I mean, I've lost. I need trample next turn, basically. I need enlarge. I've got 1 enlarge in my deck. That's what I need to top deck. But mana floods for days. I'm just shocked. Don't even think that buys me a turn. He's got a Voyager's End. I've lost. Well, let's try and get a third game where we don't just draw lands. I mean, what was that? It was 7. Was it? I can't even remember how bad the land floods have been, but they've been awful today. The True Stagger. Was that the guy I just? I don't even know. My brain's gone after that. I just there's nothing you can do when you draw lands that horrifically. And the land flood continues. This handle after 2. It's a decent hand. It is the same guy. I think it is anyway. I can't remember. I just don't know what to do. I'm running 24 lands, which is like I think that's the average. I've got quite a lot of big bombs in this deck, like Howlgeist. I mean, I could have not traded Howlgeist there, but then I would have just been sitting around waiting for him to draw Voyager's End, which he did draw, and then he just jams loads of creatures, and then I don't know. I didn't draw any buff in that entire time, so keeping Howlgeist around wouldn't have got me through in any reasonable amount of time. So I think trading with Hellgeist, I needed to keep applying pressure, and I did get him down to 1. So I'm just gonna not look at how many lands I've got. It's just ridiculous. Well, he can't block this. Was this the same guy? I can't remember. I think it is. I can't even remember though. So let's just. I wanted to end this Wolf's deck off on a. Oh wow. I wanted to end this deck off on a blast, but it doesn't look like that's happening. Yeah. I promise I haven't just replaced 95% of the card in this deck with land. I don't know, like if I keep drawing lands, Primal Bellow might get me through with Wandering Wolf. I've already got 7 in my first 4. I've already got 7 lands in my first 10 cards, which is already a great start. So I'm taking 4 a turn minimum. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to get there. Triumph might help. Card draw is always good. You could just counter it though. Thank God he doesn't have the counters. I mean, I don't think this game is over. I'm on a what? I'm probably on a 3-turn clock if he's got any evolve. like shenanigans. But if I can stall out that long, I can get Hellgeist out and then Primal Bellow my creatures, and then hopefully, I mean, get that. That's what I like. Plus, if he doesn't drop a 2-drop creature here, which he would have dropped before combat, surely, then, yep, so I'm going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. Triumph has become useful this game. What the fuck is wrong with this game today? Like, what is going on? I'm actually speechless. 5, 10 mana in 12 cards. What the fuck? I run 24. That's almost half the lands in the first 10 cards. If I draw 2 more lands this turn, I'm literally going to just resign. That doesn't even save me. It doesn't even save me. So what? If I play this guy and then I swing in for 2, and then if he's got Quickling, does that kill me? Because this guy's going to become a 2. I'm going to be hit for 4 next turn. If he's 4/6, I'm getting hit for 6 next turn. Wait, 2, 4, 5. If he's got any involve, I die. What did he bounce into his hand? Nothing that pumps his Hellgeist, so I need to swing in here. Because I can't block anything anywhere. I've got him down to 12. Maybe Primal Bell kills him next turn. In combination with Hunt the Weak. I mean, I'll take that trade. I've got nothing for air damage, so I think that's advantage me. Just speechless is the word I'm looking for. Absolutely speechless. Visionary buffs this guy. Does he? I think he does. He swings with these 3 at least, because he's got me in a 2-turn clock. So I basically need to kill him this next turn, which I don't think is possible. I'm just interested to see what Triumph draws me out. I honestly want to draw more lands, because that would just... Let's make this even more ridiculous. Hang on. I want 7 mana. This is it. This is it. The swing back of all swing backs is going to happen here. Is it enough? I can't even do the maths. I think it is. 7. 14. Oh, Jesus Christ, I deserve this. I had to work so hard. I don't even care if you say that top deck was lucky. Screw you if you say I've been lucky this game. This video, in fact. I've endured so much shit. It was like 13 lands and 20 cards, then it was what, 12 lands and 20 cards, then it was like 10 lands and 10 cards. I don't even... I'm so glad this is the last episode with this deck, if that's how it treats me. But we ended on a blast. We evened the guy when we were completely screwed. That last match was a blast in the end. First match, Triumph really disappointed us. Third match, Triumph saved us, basically. And that's what the card can do. It's either it's really hit or miss, and I hope that shows that it deserves a place in this deck. But this deck is, I don't know, I mean, 24, I mean, I'm going to go through the deck and show you how many lands I run. And before you ask, I don't know how to change the picture, I don't know how to name decks, and I haven't been bothered to figure it out yet. I've tried everything. Like, I thought if you wanted to name a deck, you just click here, edit deck. There's nothing on, I don't even know where you name the decks. I've looked everywhere. I gave up a long time ago. But yeah, look, this is the deck. Okay, so what? There's 19 creatures, 18 spells. So what? That's 19. I can't even do the maths. 37. That's 37 spells I could have drawn. 24 lands. 24. Not 200. Not half the deck. 24. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope you enjoyed. I know I didn't. I can't even finish with how unjustified that was. That top deck in that last game was lucky, but I did not deserve this. This deck deserved better. It had fun in the end, though. I had fun in the end. That's all that matters. And this is what this deck does. It was certainly fun. There's a lot of games which I'd like. When I was playtesting with this deck before I released the video, I had a lot of games like that last one where I was completely screwed, and then I'd just like buff creature to like plus 14 plus 14 and deal the killing blow. And I wish I'd been able to like record more of them. It just they never really happened after that deck. But that last video shows what this deck generally tries to do. And I hope you saw and I hope you enjoyed this deck. This last video is really let the deck down. I promise it doesn't normally draw that badly if you want to try and build it. And I think on that bombshell, we've got a new deck tomorrow. I mean, I don't want to reveal it in case I change my mind last minute. But I've been playtesting. It's actually undefeated so far, apart from I've played like 10 matches, I'd say. And only lost to one deck where he had a Biden on the field and a bunch of 1/1s, and he kept like, I mean, it wasn't the deck's fault. He drew so many cards that there was no way I could get around it. So yeah, I mean, hopefully look forward to that tomorrow. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.